everyone, and welcome to another video from Colour with Claire. Today we're going to be looking at some watercolours here, namely the Pretty Excellent watercolours, and these are available on Amazon, all the details at the end of the video. So this is a set of 36, what I believe they call half pan watercolours. As you know, I'm not very proficient with this medium, but we'll muddle through and see what we can find out. Now on the back of the box, you can see we've got a little swatch of all the different colours. Now if I bring this up to camera, you can see that it also has a little star rating next to each colour. And in the corner here, there's a little key that tells you what these star ratings mean. So if it's 3-star, it means it's absolutely permanent, and if it's 1-star, it means it's fugitive, so it's not at all light fast. So I don't know what they're measuring this on. I don't know if they're using the blue wool scale or what they're using to measure it on. So you'd have to do your own tests really over time to see how light fast these paints are. But for now, we'll just look at the box themselves, how the paints look on paper, and you guys that are probably more proficient with watercolours than me can make up your own minds about it. So they come in a beautiful tin. It's got this gorgeous mint green type of colour. You've got your parrot logo on there, the Pretty Excellent name. And on the back, you've got a little hoop for you to put your finger through and hold it like a palette. So really easy to use there. Quite similar to the Paul Rubens paint that I showed you on another video. If I just open that up and quickly compare it, you'll see it's got, again, a gorgeous kind of pastel colour. They go really nicely together, don't they? And on the back, you've got that ring as well, and all the different wells for you to mix your paints in. So let's have a look inside the tin. You open it up, and the first thing you see are these inserts here. So you've got a little booklet telling you, I assume, about the production of these paints. It's all in Japanese. And here we have, again, the swatches of colours. You've got the 24 set and the 36 set, and you have the names of each colour as well. On the back, I'm guessing just showing you how to use the paints, just how to activate them, and you've got a QR code there. Not sure what that's going to show you, but as I say, it is in foreign language. You've then got this watercolour piece of card here with the logo on it and all of the different names of the paints inside, so each of the 36 colours. Again, some more Japanese writing, and then the actual paints themselves. So you can see all the 36 colours lined up here. You also get a water brush included, so you just have to open that up, unscrew it, and add your water to the receptacle here. Screw it back together, and it's quite a thick brush actually. It feels quite dense as well, so pretty decent quality, I think, and it'll be easy for you just to take out with you, and you've got your water and paintbrush there ready to go. So you take the plastic cover off the top, and you've got your paints there. Now this isn't really intended to be removed. It did have glue on the back, but I wanted to take it out just to see how deep the pans went down, because sometimes you can get paint sets and the pans aren't as deep as they look, or as deep as the tin that they come in. So I'm just going to remove this now. It's just a very lightweight plastic. You turn it over and you can see and feel that the paint pans fill up the whole of the section that they're in. So there's no kind of plastic insert in there that means that the paints are only so deep, so that they're completely full of paint. And just looking at these here, I'll see if I can get a measurement for you. So you're looking at, for each pan, 1.6 centimetres long, 1.3 centimetres wide, and then the depth is about a centimetre, maybe just over a centimetre. So to be honest with you, with watercolours being quite a transparent medium that you build up and use a lot of layers on, I think that these are going to last a really, really long time for the amount of paint that you're getting in each colour. I can only see you really using a little bit each time. But as I say, you probably know more about this than me if you do use watercolours. Now, just while I've taken this out, you can see here that we've got another set of areas for you to mix your colours, which you also have on the underneath of the lid. So you can use this as a pretty decent palette, really, if you wanted to take these out. I'm going to pop these back in. There we go. And then we're going to fill in this colour card just to see what the colours look like. Now, as I said, no good at watercolours myself. I am trying to learn, but it is a very difficult medium when you're a beginner. So all we're going to do here is just swatch these out so you can see the depth of the colour, the pigmentation, etc. And hopefully that'll be enough for you to make your mind up on whether you like these or not. Now I'm just going to spray them with water so we can activate them a little bit before we start using them. And then I've got my own water brush here ready to go. It's got the water inside, so we'll use that one. And hopefully all these colours will be in order, so we'll see. We've got the white here, so we're not really going to be able to see much of the white, but we'll give it a go anyway. Yeah, I'll do them this side. No, I won't. I'll do them this side. No, hang on. Yeah, I'll do them this side. Okay, so we'll do them this side of the text. As I say, you can't really see that white at all, but it'll be better on darker paper. I'll have to give that a go. Now we've got the lemon yellow, number 346. So they do have numbers as well as names. And I can see that straight away these are really decently pigmented actually. You don't need to get a lot on your brush. This is cadmium yellow hue. Very nice and deep in pigment there. We've then got yellow orange. I'm going to make sure that I'm not skipping any colours here because you know what I'm like. So yellow orange, wow. Really, really bright and vibrant, almost like a gouache, but maybe not quite as thick, but very, very vibrant. Vibrant. Cadmium orange hue, this one here. Let's have a look. Yeah, quite similar to that one. I've not picked up the same colour, have I? Let me just check. White, lemon yellow, cadmium yellow hue, yellow orange, cadmium orange. No, they're different ones, but they do look very similar. This is really, really thick paint actually. It's definitely thicker than what I was expecting for a watercolour. We then have cadmium red light hue. This one here. So you can just see how vibrant these are. I'm just wiping the paint on my hand as usual because I didn't come prepared with a paper towel. So we then have vermilion. So obviously you can use much more water with these if you wanted a very washed look. I'm not using too much water, I'm using enough, but they're still really, really thick. They feel very dense as a medium, which is the only way I can describe them really. This is Scarlet Lake. Check out my hand. I really need to get organised before I do these things. Then there's Crimson Lake. So hang on. That was vermilion, wasn't it? Hang on, wait. White, lemon yellow, cadmium yellow hue, yellow orange, cadmium orange hue, cadmium red, vermilion, Scarlet Lake. Right, I'm going to keep my finger on it so I know which one I'm using because this review is going to take forever if I keep having to count them. So this is Crimson Lake. Really nice and deep dark red there. We then have Crimson Lake Deep. It's just a very nice dark red, almost like a wine red, this one. I'm just going to run and get some water because I don't think I'm adding enough water to these paints. Just give me a second. So again, you can see my organisation skills are on point. Right, so let's get a paintbrush and do it that way. So I've got a paintbrush now. So that was Crimson Lake Deep. Then we've got Alizarin Crimson. So I've got a bit more water to play with here now. Alizarin Crimson. Okay. And then we have Permanent Rose. So now that I've got a bit more water, you can sort of see that they can be watered down to a very light wash, but we'll see how light and how dark we can get them at the end. So the next one, we're starting on the next row now, is Purple Lake. There we go. That is a gorgeous colour. It's almost like a burgundy, but not quite as dark. It's like it's kind of pinkish as well. It's hard to describe really. It's a really nice colour, that one. Then we've got Mauve. And that is beautiful as well. A very deep purple there, very rich, true purple as well. That's probably, those two are my favourites yet, I think. Really, really impressed by these. Then we've got Dioxazine Violet. Again, another beautiful colour. I adore purple, it's my favourite colour. And these very rich, very true purples are beautiful. We've then got Verdita Blue, this one here, which looks very, very light, almost periwinkle when you look at the pan. And this one, as you can see, is a bit less pigmented. So you're seeing more of the card show through. It's a really nice blue. We've then got Cerulean Blue. Cerulean Blue hue. So hard to say that. That's gorgeous. That is really nice. Next up is Intense Blue. Let's see how intense this one is. Lovely, absolutely lovely. It really is just a darker version of the Cerulean Blue, so they would blend beautifully together. If you're adept in blending watercolours, not like me. Next we've got Cobalt Blue. So this one hopefully will be really nice with that first blue that we saw, the Verdita Blue. Let's have a look. Yeah, again, that's just a darker version of the Verdita Blue. Then we've got the Ultramarine. Really nice and pigmented, that one. I would say, I would say that you could probably do Verdita, Cobalt, and then the Ultramarine as a kind of graduated blend. They look quite similar to each other. Then we have Turkey Blue, which is an odd name. I don't know whether it's Turkey the country. It must be. It can't be Turkey the food, can it? Surely. Let's have a look. Oh, it's gorgeous though. That is beautiful. It's, oh, how would I describe it? It's like a really deep turquoise. Oh, it's gorgeous. Some of these colours are absolutely stunning. I'm really, really surprised because they are quite cheap. Prussian Blue. This one here. Do you say Prussian or Prussian? Tell me in the comments. Yeah, so this is a beautiful dark blue. Kind of bordering on navy, that one. I'm not fantastic with identifying colours, but I know when they're beautiful, and these are. Okay, next is Payne's Grey, so I better make sure my brush is really nice and clean. Payne's Grey, this one here. Okay. Okay, so this, another gorgeous colour. I was expecting it to be far more grey than this, but it is like a very deep indigo colour. It's beautiful. I need to think of some more adjectives to describe these. Next up, we have Yellow Green. So I'm moving into these bright, bold greens now. That's lovely. Kind of a spring green, that one, or apple green. Okay, next up is the Sap Green. So just like the Verdita Blue, this is quite a not as pigmented as the others, let's say. Even though I'm using the same amount of water, it seems not to be as pigmented. It seems to be more transparent, which is what you would expect usually from a watercolour paint set. So this is Hooker's Green Light. Gorgeous colour. Fantastic depth of pigment there. And we have Hooker's Green Deep. So let's see how these two compare. Okay, not too much difference between them there. It does look slightly darker in tone, but not a great deal of difference. By the way, if you are getting any glare from my overhead light, I will be moving this card up to camera when I've finished so that you can see the colours properly. We've then got Viridian Hue, which should be a really, really nice green, because I think Viridian has a lot of, yeah, like a lot of foresty green pigment in it. That's the only way I can describe it. Really, I don't know, really deep and just a really beautiful green. What else can I say? I wish I had the knowledge about watercolours to give you a more in-depth and professional review. This is Olive Green. So moving into your earthy tones now. Really nice, that one. They're all really nice. I don't think there's any so far that I'm displeased with. We then have Yellow Ochre. Gorgeous. Again, very thick. You can just feel, you know, again, like gouache kind of, or gouache. Don't know how you guys say that either. How do you say it, gouache or gouache? This has become a pronunciation video. Okay, next up we've got Raw Sienna. So again, a very translucent one, that one. And then Burnt Sienna, which is one of my favourite browns. So let's have a look. Beautiful. Very, very red. Again, quite translucent. We've then got Burnt Umber. I absolutely love browns. I know that it's not a popular choice for favourite colours, but the different range you can get in browns, incredible. The different tones, obviously you've got your reddish, your more tanned, your cooler browns. I love brown. I love earthy colours. We've then got Van Dyke Brown. I think I put maybe a little too much water on there, but it does seem very pigmented. Sepia. So again, a little more transparent than others, but it seems to build up quite nicely. And finally, we've got Lamp Black. So you'll be able to stop hearing me swishing my brush around. I'm sure that's annoying as hell. Lamp Black, here we go. Beautiful. Very deep black. So there we are, that is the 36 colours swatched out completely. What do you think of these? Because, I mean, I'm, you know, not great with this. As I said, I'm not professional watercolourist by any means. So really, I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think of these colours. But I just think they're gorgeous. I think if you want to use these in colouring books, but you're worried about too much water buckling the page, you really don't need that much water at all. They're so thick and dense for the majority of them that you wouldn't need too much water at all. And the colour is so deep, and I just absolutely adore them. These here, the Purple Lake, the Mauve, the Dioxazine Violet, and the Turkey Blue, I think are my favourites. I also love the Viridian as well. Just gorgeous. So yes, prices now. You can get this set for just under £20 and just under $20 on the respective Amazon sites, which I'll be leaving a link for in the description. Let's see, as I said quickly, how light we can get one of these hues so we can see how transparent they are, because I know that with watercolour you do have to build up layers if you want to deepen them. So let's have a go with, what shall we do? Let's do that Viridian. Where was it? I think it was this one. Number 4, this one here. So let's do a nice big wash. Wow, just look at that colour, it's gorgeous. So you can see just from that little bit that I've put on my brush, you can get quite a large section of a washed background here. Now if I add maybe a little more water, we can blend it out a little bit. You see that I'm trying to very rudimentarily, if that's the word, explain the beauty of these watercolours. But I hope that you've enjoyed this review anyway, just, you know, to look at them and see the gorgeous colours. And as I've said, they're not expensive at all. I'm just adding a bit more paint here. They're not expensive at all, you know, just under £20 for a set of 36. And I really do think that these will last ages and ages. As you can see, you just don't need very much to go a long way. So if you do love doing watercolour painting, watercolour in your colouring books, etc., etc., and you know what you're doing and you think that these are really good, then click the links in the description to go and buy yourself a set. I think production wise, they're absolutely lovely. You've got, as I say, those different wells to mix your colours in. You've got a very sturdy tin, and it's also beautiful to look at as well. If there's anything else that you want to know about these, you know, any kind of experiments you want me to do, let me know and I'll try my best to do them in a future video. But you know more than me, like I said. Don't worry about these little bits of speckles in this colour here. It's actually just the tooth of the paper coming up. But as you can see, gorgeous colour, really nice spread, and what more can I say? I wish I knew more. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time on Colour with Claire.